Hey, it's Blake here, Forex Money Flipper, 10 Talents Trading. I just want to go over this trade right here. Last week, I was trading foolishly and was over leveraging. And long story short, I blew this account. I think it was a fun. I think it was my funded account. I'm trying to remember. But anyway, as you can see here, I was looking at this. I have the chart pulled up over here. Trying to see like what it. I was on the hourly here, so um, if you zoom out, you can see it's the same chart. Um, I've got the spot marked where it was. Okay, so you can see how it's the same thing I was looking at here. Um, but the only thing is, I want to zoom in here and go back to the entry point, which was right around here. It was at nighttime, but I want to look at what happened. I don't know. I had seen all this, and so I tried to get in. Seems like my entry was, you can see it was 147870. 147870. So it's about right here. So that was where I sold at. I guess because I've seen it here, and I think it came back up here or something, and then maybe that's where I sold, or maybe I sold right here. Uh, which might not be a bad sell, but look how far away we were from the quarters theory level, the 1,000 level. You see, we've got 10,000, 100,000, and then this one. I need to organize them, but that should be labeled grouped under 1,000. But anyway, so price went up, and then a lot of people started selling. It goes down, and it comes back up here. Even more people start selling. It really is going down now. And then, obviously, wait for it, right? Wait for it. What is all this? Um, Buy stops up here, right? So all this is buy side liquidity. This, in other words, is buy stops. So then it gets poked through here, runs down, pokes through further, runs down, and then when it sweeps down here, it goes underneath sell side liquidity, sweeps this, and so just look at that. I mean, sweeps here, sweeps here. I'm trying to think what was the news on Thursday, 9 o'clock. And then, I think it kept going higher. Probably headed up to this level right here. Probably see a reaction off of this level and then back down. Yeah, so right there. Keeps going up. And then now that's where we are. Probably we're headed up to here. It's 150 level. But I want to look at the news on Thursday. right here. So Thursday right here. Let's see what news came out on Thursday. Thursday, March 14th, we had core retail sales 8:30. All these are 8:30. Initial jobless claims, purchasers price index PPI, and retail sales. So all this news created all this volatility, and I guess right at this point it's not like we could go in there and look at the numbers and stuff. Um, I'm actually not really sure like which one of these is most important. If I had to think about it, I mean, they're all important, right? Retail sales. If retail sales is down, that's generally not good for the economy, which would be probably bullish for the dollar, right? Let's see what it says. A reading, um, okay, a reading that is stronger than forecast generally supported bullish for the dollar. So I was wrong. So if retail sales are up, saying that's bullish for the dollar. I don't know why, because the dollar is like a safe haven asset. If people are spending money, they're it's not parked in the dollar. It would be you know unless that somehow strengthens the currency. I don't know. These people are supposedly know more than me, but um. So then this one was lower. A reading that is lower than forecast generally supported bullish for the USD. So this would have been bearish. Bearish. But this was expected, so that's bullish. Stronger than forecast. This was forecast negative 0.8 allegedly. I know these numbers sometimes change, so what I'll do is if I'm really tracking it, I'll screenshot it, and then and then that will I'll be able to go back and look and see if they change the numbers, which I think they do sometimes. So anyway, this one was higher than forecast, so that's bullish. This one was lower than forecast, so that's supposed to be bullish. This one was higher than forecast, stronger than forecast, supposedly bullish. So 3 pieces of news that are bullish for the dollar, allegedly. Retail sales, this was higher, stronger. So 4 pieces of news that's supposedly bullish for the dollar. Okay, so then we look at what happens. Okay, USD JPY. So if all this news is bullish for the dollar, then USD JPY should go up, right? So what happens at 8:30? Where's 8:30? Let me mark it. 8:30. It's right here. Okay, so that's 8:30, and hopefully we don't get confused with that other one. But so that news is supposed to be bullish for the dollar. So first thing it did was went up, right? People bought and whatever. They bought it. And it came down, swept these buyers in here, which I don't know. It's whatever. I mean, they were buying for whatever. And then when the news came out, it came down here. They're like, okay, we swept this liquidity here, and but the real liquidity is this here, back here. So this is just my average true daily range that I have found using ATR, average true range, on the daily chart. So it's 953 is what we can expect for a move on the day. So let's unlock that. And let's put this okay, so see this faint, that is that's not midnight. I need to make that midnight real quick. Time zone. $23.59. I think you can do it that way. Can't you do it that way? Okay. Save as default. Because that's how ICT teaches. And it's just thing, I switch it over sometimes. How is it supposed to be? I guess it's 23. So I don't know, whatever, that's midnight. So anyway, this, you know, starts our day to find our daily range. So if we swept this liquidity down here, you know, you could have taken an entry. It's interesting, you know, that it just didn't sweep below here. Maybe that's because these lows are so far back that most everybody has moved their stop loss to here. Just below, you know, oh look, no, there, actually, what am I saying? It swept that too, didn't it? Sorry. It did sweep this. Okay. Yeah, so it just, sorry. Just get it right. Okay, so it just barely swept this. Let's say you were expecting that. Let's say you had an entry. I mean, if I'm honest, I probably would have put my entry, if I was expecting this to happen, I probably would have put my entry just right on the 147.5. I don't know. That's just me, but wow, what an entry that would have been, though, right? If you had put your entry right there, I mean, good night. So anyway, that swept all that liquidity, and now we can expect this range. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's fast forward. Let's just watch it. So I guess you'd want to take your profits like right around there, maybe. Definitely if it spikes up, like right there. I would be probably thinking about taking profits right there. Like full, close full, you know. So we have this range indicator to help us keep track. So that's New York session's now over. And I just want to like play it forward and see what happened. Obviously, I expect it to go up here eventually. Probably retest this and then go up. Or just go straight up and then come back down and retest this. It bounces in between these levels. See how it kind of got up there? Okay, boom. See? Oop. There it goes. So that's actually, my temptation would have been thinking, you know, like if you wanted to hold it, right? So if you have to decide like what you want to do. So if you're trying to just take your profits like intraday, or if you're trading on like a prop firm like Top Step, where they force you to close your trade by 4:10 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, New York. that was that old trade there. This was that news event here. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to hold, that's what I'm saying. Like these 10,000 levels, price bounces in between these pretty good. Like even the 100,000 levels, if you zoom out, you'll see, they kind of bounce uh, back and forth. But even these 1,000 levels, like I wouldn't like. Usually, like sometimes, a lot of times it'll come up above to the next strong level and then bounce off. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's where we're at now. So we actually don't know what happened after that. So, oh boy, what suspense, huh? So anyway, that's just what I was looking at, and I thought that was very interesting. I think this is very interesting. What happened. So it's just something to think about when you're trading. The market for the real moves, they really do need liquidity for you to have, as ICT says, institutional sponsorship behind your trades. So anyway, that's all I got. Just a nice little short video. I just wanted to kind of figure out like what I did wrong on here. And well, first, like you say, like retail pattern, that is basically a bullish flag or just a consolidation, which probably typically lead to a continuation. And then if you look at these equal highs up here and these higher lows down here, even that right there, just this little orb circling, like forget about this, even this right here, from a retail perspective, that's bullish. And so we know what happened there. It went up. That's our back here. It did go up a little bit, not too crazy. And then we had all this shenanigans here with the taking the liquidity, and that's the real gold nugget, to be looking for in the market. If you want to get these big moves, you've got to wait for a liquidity sweep, because while that word liquidity sounds cool, obviously all it is just basically, if the big money wants to take the market down, they need lots of people to buy from, right? If the big money, smart money wants to sell, they need a lot of buyers to sell to. And these sellers, when their stop loss gets hit, they become buyers who the institutions and stuff can then sell to. And then obviously that's what happened here. They took the liquidity in order to push the market down, in order to sweep this liquidity, in order to fill their longs, which then took the market up and away and way up. And that is what happened. So just thinking about the market from the perspective of the institutions, they need when they wanted to buy and they wanted to, and you say, well, they sold, so then they had to get rid of their buys. Yeah, exactly. But like, whatever, it worked. It works out for them, and they know what they're doing and stuff. But anyway, they got long here, right? Kept getting more long, and once they start breaking this and stuff, I mean, that's everybody's on the bullish bandwagon then, and then retail steps in and they start buying. They're buying all through here and everything. Then they get swept once again. They get taken out, and then those buyers become sellers, who then the institutions buy from, right? And then retail continues to buy, and then probably maybe we'll get another sweep down into here, take out those stops, something like that. It's easy to like sit there and look at and talk about in hindsight, but the trick is like having the patience, and even if you want to like look at the market as like entertainment, right? Instead of like, oh, I got to get in, I got to get a trade, and that, you know, if you want to say, well, like, I think this could happen. I think they could sweep all these retail traders who are buying. I think they could sweep them, take out their stops, so then they become sellers, and then the institutions buy. So if you wanted to wait for that and just kind of make a game of it, like make an entertainment out of it, and just say, well, let me just wait, sit back and watch. Like the people who really seem or appear, you know, to make a lot of money trading, I always have picked up on, they may not advertise, like really blast it out there that what I'm about to say, that they say that they do. They're you know, they sort of like subtly will mention, you know, they're like, I'm the guy who just sits back and watches, or I just like to sit back and watch. You know, I just like to observe. I like to watch the market. Like I always hear that from guys who are really driving the nice cars and really have the nice house and really are living that life. Um, Allegedly, I mean, you know, supposedly, you know, there's a lot of controversy surrounding that, but it's one interesting thing I've noticed, and I do think it's a great trait if you can adapt that. Which is why I put my name here. If you can see what my name is, watching, waiting, tracking. See that? Let's if I can click. If I can click on it. See, watching, waiting, tracking. That's my Anyway, that's my trading view username. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to stop it here. Just 22 minutes. So appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. And yeah, so something I really need to start doing more is really going back and looking at, like, for better or worse, doing a weekly review like on Saturday or Friday night or whatever. So I really got to get more serious about my trading. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Well, thanks so much for watching. All right. See you.